Top of the morning, guys. So I have figured out our issue that we're having yesterday. Basically, I was telling you guys about our data queries and how we're loading the puzzle data, and when we open new routes, we don't need to refetch the data, it's just going to use the cache. But when we were visiting our success route and going back, it was reloading the data. And it was really boggling my mind. But then I realized after actually filling out this puzzle and going, via the normal way that users would, experience this, I realized that our back is working perfectly fine in this case. And then it clicked. I had been navigating directly to the success route, so it's almost like it's reloading the entire app, so it's fetching all the data. And when we click done, we've got a bit of a on close or on submit goes routes.back, which is basically just popping the state. But because we navigated directly here, there isn't a previous route. So what React Route is doing is just reloading the entire app again at that page. So that is why we're having the loading state. So there's actually no issue really because this will never happen. We have put something in place here that if there is no result data, we will actually just, and the user navigates directly here, we will just send them back to the puzzle page. So we can test that like this. Let's just go success. And you can see it's navigated us back. So I don't think we need to worry about that too much. Crisis averted. I don't know if you guys can hear that crow in the background, but it's here every day. And I love all animals, but my word, a crow is probably the most annoying bird sound. And there are so many of them here in Australia. I don't know why. Like if it was a nice pretty bird sound, I wouldn't mind at all, but hearing it every day, I think it's asking me for food or something. I made the mistake of giving it food one time and it just keeps coming back. Anyway, let's go ahead and commit this. All these changes. What did we actually do? Oh yes, we fetched the images in this one. So we fetched image URLs from Firebase. And let's just go and put a little photo there. See if the linting goes through. Cool, all good. Okay, and then something else I discovered that, I don't know if you remember, we said we're going to display a GIF, a success GIF on the success dialog. But it turns out that using Giphy like that is not legal. You need to use the API and then sort of have attribution and say like your app, something like your app is backed by Giphy. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to give you all that credit after all this, the blood, sweat and tears we went through. No, it wasn't blood, sweat and tears, it was fun. But still, I don't really think that's warranted. So I'm not gonna use a GIF there. I'm not gonna use Giphy. We are just gonna use ChatGPT to generate us an image, some kind of success image related to the puzzle. So in this case, it's I Spy with my little R. The hint is a game you play on road trips, and I've got ChatGPT to generate one, and it's generated this one, which I like. And I don't know who this other guy is at the back here with my wife, but maybe it's this guy's brother. They're looking way too happy at the back there. But anyway, that just made me laugh so much, and also the kids' faces. I wouldn't be laughing so much. No. Anyway, this will do for now. So what I'll do is upload this to storage. And it's so ironic that I say that because I'm not one to judge with my own face. Anyway, let's go. I've just named it success. We're going to pop it in the same folder that the puzzle images are in. And then we'll just go ahead and update our success storage path, which used to be success image URL. And that's just going to be we stored it in the puzzle ID folder and called it success.webp. And we may just need to update our app to handle that. I don't think we are using that just yet. So let's go success storage path, puzzle data doc. We got the puzzle. At this point, we don't want to use the image URL. We do want to use the image URL, but we need to fetch it from Firebase first. So how can we do that? we can go and get the download URL, just how we did in the previous thing. So we go success image URL is loading, success image URL loading, use, what did we call it? I think we called it something specific. Use puzzle image URL. I may just create a reusable hook, because now we're getting the success image URL as well, but this is all going to be the same. I mean, besides the query key, but it doesn't really matter. We can just use like an image URL query key. So let's create a reusable one instead. We'll just copy that. We'll create a hooks folder. There's no specific domain for it, so we'll just pop a little hooks folder in the source folder there. And instead of puzzle image URL, we're going to go image URL and use image URL. Is that, it's probably not straightforward enough. I might go use storage image URL, so we can just relate it back to the arguments. You know, we're passing in a storage path to get the image URL. So I think that'll be a good name for it. And we over here we can go use storage image URL. Perfect. And then we're also going to need to reuse that where we were using this one, and that's just use storage image URL. Cool. We can remove the old one now, and awesome. So for all our images, we're just going to reuse this. That's nice. We were doing some isFetch stuff. Let me just have a quick look. So over here, we're checking if the image is fetched, but there's no image URL. We'll get image not found. You know, that's, I feel like this is almost, if there's no image URL from Firebase, it's almost like a Firebase issue, and that library should handle that error. So I'm going to simplify things and just remove this. And then we can just ditch the error handling. Okay, so over here we're going to go is puzzle data loading, or is success image URL loading. Display the loading state, otherwise display the success image URL. And we can go and test that quickly. It's just disable this navigate action. We can navigate directly there now. Woohoo! That's working nicely. I may just increase the size. I don't really want the scrolling, but that's okay. And yeah, that, you know, hopefully the images that I add in the puzzles in the future won't have like a mom, you know, bringing her side man along on the family road trip, or the kids' faces will be a bit more friendly. Anyway, it cracks me up. I think that's cool. Good image size. Scrolling, I'm not really a fan of. But I might rework this in the future. And let's prefer not having the scrolling, to be honest. So let's do that. Awesome. Re-enable you, and we're good to go. We've solved our Giphy issue. We don't have to say give attribution to Giphy now, because we're not using them. And yeah, I think that's everything for that. Up next, we're going to tackle the Firebase Firestore rules. So at the moment, we are just allowing any authorized user to read and write everything, but we don't want that. So I think I'll do that in the next video. Thank you. Cheerio.